Good evening, I'm Brian Reagan, this is.
Tyler Kelly.
And we welcome you to our Twilight Talks. Tonight we look at just a sad event all the way around. And we are in 1 Samuel chapter 4, verses 10 through 18.
So the Philistines fought, and Israel was defeated, and every man fled to his tent. There was a very great slaughter, and there fell of Israel 30,000 foot soldiers. Also the ark of God was captured, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, died. Then a man of Benjamin ran from the battle line the same day, and came to Shiloh with his clothes torn and dirt on his head. Now when he came, there was Eli sitting on a seat by the wayside, watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. When Eli heard the noise of the outcry, he said, "What does the sound of this tumult mean?" And the man came quickly and told Eli. Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were so dim that he could not see. Then the man said to Eli, "I am he who came from the battle, and I fled today from the battle line." And he said, "What happened, my son?" So the messenger answered and said, "Israel has fled before the Philistines. There has been a great slaughter among the people. Also your two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God has been captured." And then it happened, when he made mention of the ark of God, that Eli fell off the seat backward by the side of the gate, and his neck was broken, and he died, for the man was old and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years.
All right. So what we've got going on here, the people have been bad. Don't forget, we're still in the time of the judges. Eli was a judge for how long, Tyler?
40 years.
40 years. His sons had been bad. And there's a lesson here. If your kids are bad and they have stayed bad their whole life, take a page from Eli. That was not what upset Eli. Hophni and Phinehas dying, he knew they were bad. And they took advantage of the fact that he was old, he was overweight, and he was basically blind. And they totally disregarded him when he tried to give them wisdom and instruction. But it was when the ark of God was captured, that's what distressed Eli the most. And so some people give Eli a bad rap and say, well, he should have done better with his kids. Well, everybody should do better with their kids, okay? Parents should be better, kids should be better, the whole world should be better. Well, it's not that way, okay? People have been messing up with their kids, and kids have been messing up apparently for a long time. But Eli's heart was the ark of the Lord. So that's truth number one. Truth number two, when a people decide to turn away from the truth of God, even if they keep the semblance of the appearance, but when they turn like had happened here, God is fine with letting the key elements be captured. The people had turned the Ark of the Covenant into an idol. And God was like, you know what? You don't want to keep my commands. You don't want to serve me the way I said. You know what? You put your trust in a box, not in the God who made the box holy. So you know what? I'll let the box go away for a while. And this is cautionary for all of us. We especially us in America, well, you know, we invoked God when we were founded. We da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we have a Bible that, you know, we swear our presidents in on and blah, blah, blah. All of those are just like the Ark of the Covenant. They're just boxes. But if we don't worship the God that makes all this stuff holy, we're in a bad place. And that was what distressed Eli, was that item that God had set aside as his mercy seat visible on earth was taken. Not the death of his sons. Not the death of all those soldiers, all of whom had been rejecting and doing whatever they felt like. It was, he realized God's making a hard break here to send a message. So, other thoughts, my brother?
Yes, sir.
All right, with that, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
And we invite you to
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
All right, till then, we'll see you in the morning.